Hey guys, Super here. Welcome back to Let's Play La-Mulana 2. Last time we explored most of the routes. This time we're gonna explore more of the routes. Because reasons. Yeah, let's go with that. Also, last time, we finished off the main puzzle here of making the goddesses weep. I know, we're a horrible person. We made the goddesses cry. They'll get back at us later, don't you worry. Come down here and we find a man who is chained to a wall being dripped poison water on by a head of a beast. Let's help him out. Like his wife asked us to. Ooh, that looks fancy. As you can judge by the fancy item, the music change, and the message we got, that's an Ankh. Guardian of these ruins is sealed inside. Using the Ankh jewel in front of the Ankh will release the Guardian. If you don't have an Ankh jewel yet, go find one. Make sure you're prepared for battle. Oh, we're prepared for enough. This is the first boss. We'll be fine. We turn on the Ankh jewel, which is a sub-weapon. We use it with the sub-weapon button, and we trigger our first boss fight. Our first proper boss fight. Allow me to introduce Fafnir. Gonna come right on over here. Try not to get poisoned. Now then, there is an achievement in this game for defeating every boss without using sub-weapons. As I made a mention to beforehand, the gun sub-weapon is ungodly powerful. So, it makes sense why there'd be one to do it without them. However, there's also a version of this achievement for doing that on hard mode. I cannot comprehend how you are supposed to defeat some of the bosses on hard mode without using sub-weapons. Anyway, I brought this up because I am intending to defeat every normal mode boss without using sub-weapons. So we'll see what goes on here. Come on. By the way, Fafnir is supposed to be a dragon. Make of that as you will. And here he is again. Hit once. Get 2 hits on him before he runs away. He thankfully doesn't do a lot of damage. He is the first boss. As he starts to take damage, though, he will start speeding up. And he isn't damageable until he is fully in position. As you can see, he started speeding up, and he is now firing these thorn things at people. We should be fine, though. Just gotta stay over here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can whip those. I forgot that. But Fafnir is already down without a single bit of trouble. Not bad at all. But the adventure continues. So that was the first boss, guys. Not that bad. I make jokes, but the third boss I'm terrified of. Just the third one in particular. I don't think there's any other boss I'm really scared of. And with the Guardian defeated, an area will open up and we'll get another item. A crystal skull. Okay, Indiana Jones. Well then. Is that a crystal skull that you just got? I had heard that the ones left in La-Mulana had been stolen. This may be different from the ones in La-Mulana. I'd like to look into it, so bring it to me when you have the time. Sure, Phobos, we can take care of that. Now then, if you remember last episode, I did actually get my hands on Fafnir's data log there. The bosses are never gotten from killing the bosses like most of the enemies. You have to find them in the field, and they are usually hidden. See here, he's not that difficult, really. He shows you the HP of an enemy, their soul for how much that'll drop, their non-soul drop, which in Fafnir's case was a treasure chest because he's a boss. It'll give you a portrait of him, his in-game sprite, and then some details about it. In this case, Fafnir was once a dwarf whose duty was to guard treasure. But he became Fafnir because he was incredibly greedy. So great is his power that he once made an enemy of the Aesir. It is said that those who taste his blood or heart gain knowledge above all others. So you see Fafnir has 32 health. Other direction. Take a look at Nidhog real quick. Nidhogg has 60. There's a reason I'm ignoring Nidhogg for now. Ratatoskar. We don't know. At all. But here's some interesting details. Lived in La-Mulana since ancient times and is thought to have originated there. Will appear in various places, but its true form lies dormant in another part of La-Mulana. Its strength is limited when it is physically further away from its true form. That's how they explain he gets more powerful every time we will fight him. He also holds a crystal skull. But yeah, you see some of these enemies. 1 HP, 2 HP. Nidhog has 60. Now, at this point, we have effectively 2 ways to progress. One of which I kind of call a sequence break because it's doing things out of the intended sequence, would be to go up there and defeat Nidhogg. Now, I am not currently capable of defeating Nidhogg, which is to say, I don't feel like I can physically do it at the moment. You can defeat him right now. The easiest way would be to buy the gun and come back and do that, but I don't currently have the means to do so. Hey, you made it back. That's all fine and well, but please show me the crystal skull. Come on, quickly. It's shaped differently from the ones in La-Mulana. Let me hold on to it for a while. I want to look into this. Okay, Phobos. I do like that his portrait actually changes to him holding the skull. Whoop, whoop. Nice little detail there. Now then, I actually forgot to do that. That won't take me too long. Why am I doing this? I can just warp directly up one room because that makes so much sense. But my goal here is I want to loop around. I do want to get more money. I'm going to need a decent bit of money going forward. That said, at one point in the game, money no longer becomes an issue because you can very effectively just grind as much as you will ever need. By the way, that's a trap that'll kill you. Don't die to it. Pretty simple. Come over here, drop the plate here. Now we can go both directions from this entrance. And I want to read this tablet here because this tablet, as you've noticed, looks fancy. The Althsir's Prophecy Part 2. Goddesses lives in the roots of Yggdrasil. 3 goddesses who spin time. The time-spinning goddesses keep the roots of Yggdrasil watered. The spring is forever protected to keep Yggdrasil alive. O 3 goddesses, protectors of Yggdrasil. Don't let the squirrel Ratatoskar get away. No place it visits is to be missing. The foul words of the black dragon Nidhogg, that the waters run out, shall reach Herzberg in the treetops. I do not know how to pronounce that word. I'm going to save that one beyond the fact that it is a very differently shaped tablet there. You can kind of get a feeling everything that's going on with it, that feels important. Exactly how important it is, we don't know yet. And there are several puzzles in this game that you'll be working on solving a puzzle, but you won't actually see the puzzle itself for hours, or potentially even tens of hours. By the way, we've killed a guardian. We can now go in here. The Divine Fortress. Our next area. Get the Einajar. Shoot the figure before you. Well, we learned last episode, as the Elder is about to tell us, the bluish glow is the ruin's famous barrier. It's a sizzling little trap that grows up any living thing that passes through it. If something weren't alive, it might be able to pass through, like steel or something. A shuriken might be able to get through if you try tossing one over. On the one hand, it is kind of hand-holdy here, but on the other hand, I will tell you this game is not hand-holdy. That looks important. That also looks important. So much things that look important here. I'm gonna start investigating a lot more because I have beaten this game before. I've actually gotten like everything in the game, all the items, all the monster logs, everything. I started playing this game like within 2 days of it coming out. I don't remember most of the stuff. Here, statue in the background. Odin's statue, thought to be a statue of Odin, the supreme deity in Norse mythology pantheon. However, in reality, Odin is the name of the overseeing group of the Divine Fortress. As such, there are many statues of Odin and countless tales of him in Norse mythology, too many, in fact, to credibly attribute to a single deity. In this game, Odin is not a person, but a group. Hermod. This is the Divine Fortress. This fortress was built with the purpose of sealing away the Vanir, a race born from us, the 6th children, and one which would see the world destroyed. The hall in which they live is sealed off by a gate. We Aesir, also of the 6 children, have been sealed inside La-Mulana for continuing the battle with the Fafnir. No one here wishes for the end of the world. Would you like to hear more? No, I'm good for now. Don't try anything stupid. I make no promises. No promises at all. Valhalla lies beyond the gate, deep within the divine fortress. We of Odin sealed it behind that gate. Do not approach unless you pine for the end. And here we have the map of the divine fortress, which is not actually a very big area. Let's go off to the right first, though. Attack a frog. Come over here. Get run over by a boar. Tyr. I have heard that the trickster of Yggdrasil has been freed. I saw a light fly towards Valhalla. I believe he came back with the purpose of reawakening Vitra. Our own race created this disaster. It is the beginning of the end. Is it at this point I realized that the trickster of Yggdrasil is Loki? I don't remember if it was that point or later on, but I didn't realize instantly despite all the freaking hints and points, and it's like, oh, I should have realized that. The migratory ravens, Hugin and Munin, Odin's servants and the protectors of a sigil. We've heard about sigils, we should get one of those. We jump up here, we find Hugin and Munin. I could beat the tar out of you, but I'm gonna instead do this because this seems like a nice thing to do when we completely destroy a raven who is just chilling on a pedestal. Just chilling there. I should put my buckler up. So to explain the buckler is a shield. It can block projectiles from the front. However, there is one important thing to note about it. The buckler can be destroyed if it takes too much damage. You'll see I put it out and take it away pretty quick succession. By the way, we have the origin sigil now. You notice in the bottom right that lit up. I will put it out and take it away in pretty quick succession. By putting it away, you renew its durability. That way you don't have to continue to buy more bucklers. But it's useful to have. And we have our first sigil, and you see all of the divine eyes here have closed. Our path forward has been opened. We can activate this here now, kill the boar, climb on up. Up here is the Fairy King's boat. Okay. Darn a skeleton. And got a full heal. Drop down here. Let's continue off to the left then. Well then. Aim and shoot. Ow. Well, that don't work. But there's a conspicuous little gap here. Whoop. Gotta have my shurikens out. 1, 2, and it falls. We now have access to the rest of this area. Vitria, the calamity of the Vanir's creation. Created to overturn the precipice of the end, it slumbers in an ankh, storing energy until that day arrives. Presumably, one of our next guardians. This is the Divine Fortress, where the Aesir preside over their Vanir captives. We have another warp location, the Divine Fortress. For now, however, I'm going to keep exploring because we have enough more to explore in here. Okay. Let me see. 4 fairies live on within Yggdrasil. Their power will be revealed to those who obtain the Fairy King's grace. The light of those fairies will summon a door. That looks oddly suspicious. That looks oddly fairy-like. Oh, by the way, this is the 3rd way you can heal. The pink fairy is a healing fairy. While she is following you around, you will slowly heal. It's not very fast, but it is enough, and it's useful during boss fights and other things. What did that open up? Oh, that opened up the chest over there. Let's go over and get that chest. You... The soul gate is sealed by the souls of those who keep guard. Extinguish the lights of souls etched above the gate. Offer as many guardian lives as lights, and lo, the gate shall open. A number of the hints are redundant, but for the most part, those are early game. Ah, we have another Ankh jewel. Useful. Nope, I didn't want to fall down. Back up here. I kind of lucked out through that. Just a little bit. Jump up here. And who's in here? Eitri, who are you? You have no place here. Get out! Okay. Place to wait here. Brock, get out! Jeez, mean. Those two are butts. Oh, there's a thing down here that we can walk over. If I'm not mistaken. That gets rid of the barrier there. Perfect. Keep moving along. I do not have enough weights to get through that. I'll have to come back with more weights. Did I ever figure out what went on in this room? I don't think I ever did. I don't know what the deal is with the Divine Light in this room. Well, I know what, by the way, that's a very annoying enemy there. But now it is trapped. Ha ha! Valkyries. Liquor passed down by a Lokapala sage, our hidden treasure that allows one to escape death but once. If you seek it, you must make the climb by Odin's side. Keep the deity's words on your lips as you make for the Great Cup. By the way, we attack that, we get lightning. And if we come over here, we discover another of the Dark Star-Lord's footprints. Interesting. I kind of want to buy weights, but I kind of don't. I do need to get that item, but I need 5 weights in total. In Valhalla, there's a pond of poison water. The Vanir sunk their treasure in its tainted depths. Gonna save that one for later. Oh, by the way, we no longer need to know about this one, so we can delete this one. Wept. Yep, we can delete that one. The other 3 are still relevant, however. We cannot do that, so let's just fall through here. Alright. How do I get down there again? I know there's a way for me to get down there. I will figure it out. Probably a pit I'm going to fall in right about here. Yep. If you heard that sound there, that tells you that there is a hidden shop or something in this room. As you can see there is a sigil that we cannot currently access. Presumably, it's being hidden behind it. In Valhalla, where the souls of warriors gather, where there are 12 thrones, rafters of spear shafts, and a thatched roof of shields. I'm gonna save that. Whenever you come across a tablet that has a picture, it's usually not a bad idea to save it, because pictures are usually good hints. Let's see. I'd like it if I had more money at the moment, but I do not. Pretty sure that's just. I'm gonna run up to the surface. Let's buy some weights, and let's come back here so I can open that one chest. If I'm lucky, I'll get a decent bit of money in the process, but it does not appear to be that I'm lucky. Buy some weights. Teleport back to the Divine Fortress. For the most part, we've done a lot of the things that we can directly do in the Divine Fortress. I feel like we can still do a little bit more other than this treasure, but I don't remember. Regardless, we're in a Metroidvania. We'll just have to explore. Nothing too complicated about that. So much to explore. Alright, that Valkyrie is going to be a issue. But no, she's not. Alright. First one. Second one. Third one. Fourth one. And the important one. Opens up this chest. Which gets us another sacred orb, which is a heal. Alright. Let's go down there. See if we can't actually make it up to that gate, or if there's any way to open it. I do not remember off the top of my head. And I would not object to poking my head inside if we can indeed get there. Oh, I have enough money too to do the thing I want to do. Perfect. Perfect. I'll probably do that before the episode's done, assuming things go smoothly, which, knowing me, who the heck knows? Oh yeah, there's a little thing here. You step on it and you open this up here. And as was mentioned beforehand, beyond that gate is Valhalla. This is the fortress of the Vanir, who defied the Aesir and sought to destroy Yggdrasil. The calamity Vitra is sealed here until the day comes for the end. Alright. How dumb do I feel like being? If you're paying attention, you might see something fancy. Where's the Grail tablet in here? The Grail tablet's not too far. Oh yeah, we can also open this. Let's open this. Get this chest here, which contains the map. The map of Valhalla. The Wall of Spears. I can make it... There's a hidden means of binding to an Ankh. The fate of those who bury their soul within an Ankh is tied to its guardian. Interesting. Interesting. Where is the actual... Ah, it's here. This is Valhalla, where the souls of the fallen in battle are gathered. That hint, however, that Holy Grail tablet is colored differently. Since it isn't a regular Holy Grail tablet, I don't think it'll be recorded to the Holy Grail. There's something similar in La-Mulana. If you got some sort of game app loaded up, apparently you can tweak the frequency to record to the Holy Grail. To think that something made recently would operate at the same frequency as another made centuries ago. It's pretty much a miracle. Also, fairies? Investigating these ruins would be a lot easier if they lent you their powers. They got various powers like health restoration. There were fairies in the ruins of La-Mulana, but those were created with the Tree of Life, a machine used to create life itself. I heard from the Fairy Queen that the originals from which they were copied are trapped inside Iglana. If you spring them free, I'm sure they'll cooperate. So we're going to have to work to get our fairies. So we can save to this? I have got to stop doing that. Because I want to keep freaking backups of my saves, but I'm doing a real bad job of that. We can save to this, but we cannot warp to it. Divine Fortress, Village of Departure, route to Yggdrasil. So we'll have to get back to that another time. For now, I don't think we should spend too much time down here. I just want to come over here and say hi to Fafnir. I felt the soul of the trickster of Yggdrasil. He is attempting to awaken the Ankh in this land. It is not yet time to unleash Vitra. He's hiding somewhere. Stop him. We are going to have to find Loki before we are able to do too much more. But before we end this off, I would like to actually warp back to Roots of Yggdrasil. There's one thing I'd like to do before we end this off, and that is go shopping. Because of course it is. Where I want to go shopping, however, is a very special shop. Which is to say, it's the ones here in the ruins of La-Mulana. Just need to fight our way down there. I'm pretty sure this is the fastest way to get there. Yeah, this is definitely the fastest. Come on. Bat! Definitely the fastest way to get there. By the way, you can just press up on the elevator and it'll take you down to the there's a thing here. There's a thing here. Got the data tablet for Sam. I will never remember how to pronounce his name, and I do not apologize. I mean, I apologize to him, but jump in this tab here, and we can buy codices. Codices let you see how much HP bosses have. Would have been nice to have for Fafnir, but it's expensive, so I'll get it for now. There's also an Ankh Jewel that we'll have to buy at some point, but I can save up money for it. We don't need it immediately because I do already have a jewel in reserve. Now then, that is everything that we immediately need to take care of now. I'm going to drag us on another minute or two, though. Because, man, I don't want to stop. I know I should stop, but I don't want to stop. There are two things we can get now. Two things that we can do, or an immediate thing here now. You can see that sigil's lit up, so we can get whatever is behind here. Because those platforms go away, and this here begins to move. Gets over far enough, we can jump down here, place a weight here, and we get for our trouble a dagger, rather a knife. A knife is an actual weapon. It replaces your whip. It has different properties. It attacks faster. I think it does more damage. It also attacks low to the ground. By the way, let's talk to Sigurd here. His soul is no longer here. Where has it gone? Well, she's right. His soul has left the area, as we already know he's in Valhalla. Which I suppose is kind of fitting? Alright, my goal here is I would like to... There. See that sigil is also lit up. By activating that one, this raises up, and this opens up here, allowing us access to another area. This area is Anwith. Anwith is a decently important one. We're going to have a lot of things to cover here, including that important looking tablet you just saw. I'm just going to save though. This is Anwith, the last bastion of resistance against those who seek to control La-Mulana. Let's save our information right here. And I'm going to call it there, I think. This has been Super Turtle. Let's play La-Mulana 2. Next time, we're probably going to explore Anwith. We may or may not go back to Valhalla. I don't know yet. There's a lot of ground to cover and a lot of things to do. So we'll take care of that as we need to. Just know that there's a lot to this game to explore. A lot. See you guys all next time. Later.